everybody, good evening. This is Michelle with Creative Operation, and tonight I just wanted to share with you a super quick video share on some projects that I had made and give you a link to a tutorial for these pouches. These are really awesome. So I just wanted to share. This is part of my stash busting journey that I'm trying to do this year, and part of that is with hashtag Crafty Goals 2024, the group that I'm in. And at the first of the month, we do videos and kind of show what we do. And one of the things I'm trying to do is use up my stuff. And so this project came along. This is by Kim Rannells of Kim Can't Stop Crafting, and I'll put the link to this tutorial down below. But she came up with a way to use zipper plastic bags and create beautiful little pouches out of them to store things. So you can store your ephemera, leftover pieces from your paper collections, whatnot. And I've made 5 of them already, and today I actually went out and got some more. So more bags so I can do some more. So and I've just kind of done an eclectic kind of range, and I'll just show you those. And then I've got this album that I want to share with you. So first off with the pouches, these are really cool. So I did 4 out of quart bags, and then I did 1 out of a gallon bag, so I'll show you that. And they're all just decorated pretty simply, but they're just paper, and they unzip because you're using these bags. I don't know if I can get my fingers to work. And then they're just really nice storage pouches on the inside. So on the outside of the first 3, I had a deal in my stash. Let's see, this is from 2017. I got it at Tuesday morning, when we actually still had a Tuesday morning. It's by Jolie's Boutique, and it was a journal card pack. So there were several pieces in there that I kind of have been hanging on to. So I decided to use this pack to create the decorations for these, because they were basically like, I made the pouches with the pattern paper, and then I was like, how am I going to decorate them? So I decided to use that, and I think it turned out absolutely perfect. So this one here was a giant pocket, and it already had the flowers on it and everything. It says love down here. And then this is a journal card that is inside the pocket. So really cute, quick, simple decoration, but now I have this really pretty little pouch that I can go ahead and use for any kind of storage that I want. So again, like Kim was talking about, you could put like ephemera pieces in there, whatever, and you know, keep them nice and pretty. So I just thought that was really cute. The second one here, and I should say the papers, these first 3 papers were kind of random papers that I had in my stash. I have a drawer in my shelf called miscellaneous papers, and that's literally what it is. So I have like some of them I don't even know where I got them from, but they're in there and I need to use them up. So that's what I'm trying to do. So this one here was another one of the Jolie's cards, and I obviously need to glue that back down a little bit better, but it says hello, and it has the little flowers behind with the ribbon. It says hello beautiful on it. Just really cute, simple way to decorate this pouch. Okay, this one here, the last journal card in there was a journal card that was acetate. So I just put adhesive over the whole entire thing on the back, and then just glued it on there. So it says love life, and it's just really pretty. I just think they're really pretty. I think the colors matched the papers, even though I have like no idea where the papers came from. I think it looks really good. Now this one here, I had a couple pieces of paper from Tea in Wonderland, which is a country craft creation thing. I had 1 full 12 by 12, and I had most of another sheet, and then a bunch of ephemera. So I made that pouch out of that, and then on the inside I had some cut apart pieces that were left over. So I've just got a bag in a bag, but I have those, you know, just kind of in here for right now, to show you, you know, it makes a great pouch. It really does. Now I think this one is 6 inches. You can make them as deep as, as you want them. This one here, yeah, 6 inches pattern paper. This one here is 5, and this one is 6. This one, 5.5. So it kind of just depends on what papers you're using, how big you want your pockets. You can do them this orientation, you can do them this orientation. So it's really up to you. But I've been having fun making these, and I was thinking these might be a really cute little, you know, like gift as well. You could put some stuff in there, decorate it all up pretty, and give it as a gift too. So this one here I just decorated with some die cuts from the collection on the front. So there's that. And then this one, I decided to go get a gallon bag and see if I could do that. And of course you can. The gallon bags are roughly 10 3/4 inches wide. So it works with 12 by 12 paper just perfectly. So this one here, I just had some random flowers and this little patch that says proud to be artsy. And then I used these butterfly stickers, and these were from, oh my gosh, I forget what the punch was called. I'm sorry. But there was a punch that punched just the butterflies, and you bought the epoxy pieces to go over top of them, and then you could punch the paper. Well, I got the stickers for the shape of the punch, but I never got the punch. So I got to thinking, you know, they might just actually look good just as like, you know, epoxy butterflies. And I think that they do. So I use those just to see, and I really like it. This one here, I put some lace on there. The back is plain, but that's that. So I love these pouches. I'm going to be making some more, and I have to now because I went out and bought a bunch more. So there's that. Now, the last thing I wanted to share with you, now this is a fun project. This is a quickie that I did. I was actually looking for something, and I found a bunch of leftover paper from a Graphic 45 kit called Home Sweet Home, and this was put out in 2015, I believe. And I had used this for a project, and then I had some leftover papers, which were literally just scraps, just random little bits and pieces. And so I thought, well, I wanted to use them and I wanted to get rid of them, which I did smash the rest of that pack. So that was really good. So what I ended up doing was also from my stash, I had, you guys remember 7 Gypsies? They were one of my favorite companies. And I had this album kit. So it was supposed to be a purse in a box. So it's an accordion album. And that's how they did it, to show you how to do it. And this was in 2006. So can that, you know, that's how long I've been hoarding this thing. So I got that out, and then I wanted a closure on the front. And so also in my stash, do you guys remember EK Success's Nostalgiques collection? I still have a ton of that stuff. So I decided I was going to use this up, and honestly, I don't know, there's no date on this, so I can't tell you what date this was put out, but it was a while ago. So I had that in my stash too. So I just put that on here, and then I had some chipboard pieces left over from this collection, so I used those on this. I created a pocket on the back with the chipboard here, and then in this pocket, I put in some of the die cuts that I had left over. Okay. And so that just made kind of a cute little extra piece to this album. Now I decided not to do it as a purse. So I just covered up those holes. Nobody's ever going to know unless I tell them. It says Farm Fresh at the top with one of the chipboard pieces. And then this just unties like that. And then I did make it as a box. So this says You Are My Sunshine. And again, I just used my scraps and I just kind of mixed and matched. So then on the inside here, I do have the accordion album. And then I did have a mini composition book. So I just simply covered the outside with the little bits that I had left over and put a few of the little pieces that I cut out and a couple of the carrots. And then I thought that would be a cute little notebook to stick in that box. And then for the album, I used some seam binding for the closure. I didn't like the ribbon that came with the purse, the handle. I was thinking about using that, but I didn't like it. It was really stiff. So I decided to go with seam binding. And then I just went through and I just cut the papers as I absolutely could, and then tried to use up all of the ephemera pieces that I had left over. So like this one is a pocket, and inside I took some of the pieces from the little bits of paper that I had, and I glued these together to kind of make a random little card. And then behind the pocket, I glued it on 2 sides to go ahead and create a place for that little piece. And these were supposed to be 3x4s, but I did cut it down because this album is small. It's like, it's just about 4x4. So I did have to cut these down. But this one's Grandma's apple pie recipe, and I fussy cut this out of a piece of the paper. Here I did a little belly band type thing so I could put one of the journal pieces in. And I did cut that down a little bit. And then I added a little fussy cut little lettuce stamp there. And I left some of the pages with just the pattern paper so you could put pictures on. This one was an envelope from the ephemera pack. And then I had 2 little teeny tiny cards to put in there. So the early bird gets a worm, and then the farm fresh eggs. So those go in here, and then that will close. And then I put one of the chipboard pieces just on the top of the envelope as like a little decoration. And then again behind another little journal spot. And then it turns over, and then I fussy cut that out of the pattern paper strip that I had left over. And I just tried to trim it and then put pattern paper behind it. So that's the back of the album, and that's what holds the seam binding on. And then we'll go through this. This is one of the Home Sweet Homes, and I had used part of that paper, so I just cut around that and then glued it at the bottom to make a little tuck pocket and just put a little photo mat there. Here I took this one and cut it down from a 4x6 journal card that I had to fit this album, and then made it so it was a pocket, and then I just created a tag out of the pattern paper that was left over, and then another one of the little chipboard dot medallion things there to put on the tag. Here are two of the little ephemera pieces, or ephemera piece here, and then this is fussy cut from the pattern paper, and then I just put this photo mat behind it so you can slide your picture underneath on that photo mat. Here's a little corner pocket that I made with a little bitty piece of pattern paper that I had, and then I fussy cut out this carrot, and then in here, that's a booklet for your photos. And then I did ink the edges. I used my Tim Holtz vintage photo because that's my favorite. This one here I did make it so that you could tuck a picture behind, but I didn't put a photo mat there. So that is the album, and it has a lot of pages, so you can see it's pretty full. And then the seam binding is just, it just ties around the front, and then that'll go in the box. So I thought that was kind of a cute little thing to do. So that's kind of what I wanted to share with you. There's not really a tutorial for this, as I did a kit for this. So I don't have a tutorial for this. I just wanted to share it with you to let you know, like, you can, I don't know why I save everything. Well, I do, because I'm a waste not, want not type of girl. But I really need to use this stuff, get rid of it somehow. If I'm not going to use it, I need to take it to Goodwill or donate it or something, that so I can make room for some new stuff. Because as I said, I have no idea how old this closure is because there's no date on this, but I don't know. Do you guys remember this brand? I loved this, and I have so much of this stuff. I got to use it. And then the 7 Gypsies, I have 2 mini kind of laundry hampers full of this stuff. I've got to use this. And then, you know, the pouches. So I used up some pattern paper that I have in my miscellaneous paper file, and I used up, I gotta glue that, I used this journal card to decorate it, so I thought that was really pretty. And then these were some stuff in my stash that were kind of in my ephemera drawer that I used up, so I thought that was really fun to do. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you with all of this. I really love how all of this turned out, and I love the pouch tutorial, so you got to go check that out. That's not my tutorial, it's Kim's. The link is down below. So anyway, thanks for watching. This is one of my stash busting videos that I wanted to share. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.